Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name,
Pop
or
legend.
you gossiping, or you chatting.
Gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right.
Now, Madonna and Live Nation are being sued because she was late to her show. Now, two people are suing her. The people's name is Michael and Jonathan. They paid $292 for a ticket and $155 for a ticket. And they said that she was late. And because she was late, it was hard for them to get a ride home. They had work the next day. Let's listen to the report.
Two men actually bought tickets for her December 13th celebration tour at Barclays Center. Well, fans cherished those tickets that the show would start at 8:30 p.m., but it was no holiday. Madonna didn't take the stage until borderline 11 p.m. Now expressing themselves, saying there was limited ride sharing available because the concert didn't end until after 1 a.m. They were forced to pay for private transportation, and like a prayer, the lawsuit is seeking unspecified damages. Does this argument on behalf of these two men have any legal standing here?
What they're alleging essentially is that it was a false and deceptive trade act. They were sold a concert that had they known it was going to be 2 hours late, they may not have still bought the ticket. And under New York law, this is considered a deceptive trade practice if they relied on the messaging and that it can be shown that they were damaged by relying on it and it did not happen.
Well, you just gave anybody who's ever been to a Lauryn Hill concert a bright idea.
That's right.
Ready or not, lawsuits come. But here's the difference. Folks know Lauryn Hill going to be late. So that's not deceptive at all, okay?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you buy a ticket, you look for a specific time.
No. We've been knowing Lauryn Hill going to be late to these shows all for years. So if you buy these tickets, if it say 7, you already know it ain't going to start till 10:30.
I thought on the ticket, when you purchase a ticket from these sites, I thought it says if the person is late or if there's a postponement or a cancellation that you can't sue. I thought. But I do think it's effed up. If you buy a ticket and the show's supposed to start at 8:30, you get a babysitter, you have work the next morning, and then it doesn't start to 3-4 hours later.
It feels like it's an easy lawsuit that'll get dismissed simply because we don't know why Madonna was late.
Right.
We don't know what Madonna could have been potentially going through. It could have been a family emergency.
Well, they're saying
she
that
could have been sick. We don't know what it was.
Sound issues. They said they believe it was sound issues.
That don't have nothing to do with her.
Right, but somebody's gonna get sued because it was supposed to be done beforehand. This is supposed to be prepared.
Sue Live Nation. That's what they got insurance for. But I still don't. I don't know. I mean, there's been plenty of things that plenty of concerts or events that we've been to that didn't start on time. And what constitutes on time? What if it was 20 minutes late? What if it was an hour late? What if it was 2 hours late? We don't know. What constitutes being late? Because if it's just 20 minutes late, can I sue for that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a bad precedent. Now, also, we got to talk about...
It ain't no precedent because it ain't going to be set. They ain't about to set that. We'll see, though.
All right. Now, Taraji P. Henson, she talks about The Color Purple and is kind of upset that people are talking more about what she said, her comments about being underpaid, than the actual movie.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you have a team. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us. Yes. They have to get paid. It seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. And if I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what the am I doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, of course, what people have been talking about the last week or so, last couple of weeks, actually, and not necessarily talking about the film, The Color Purple.
That is interesting that she feels like that because I have heard people say they weren't going to see The Color Purple because those folks didn't pay Taraji. I don't know who those folks are, but they said those folks didn't pay Taraji. And I remember thinking to myself, well, that kind of defeats the purpose because you want the movie to be successful so you can continue to see movies with these, diverse casts, these black casts, these women-led casts, because if they don't do well at the box office, you won't see them.
That's right.
In theaters.
And that's exactly what she said. I hope they can focus back into this film because right now, to me, it feels like what I said is now becoming louder than this beautiful film.
What if she get back in? Because if she get back in, then, if you want to support Taraji, you definitely go see the film.
Correct.
I don't know.
All right. Now, also, Kid Cudi talks about his friendship with Kanye, Allegedly, Kid Cudi and Kanye stopped speaking because Kid Cudi had a cool friendship with Pete Davidson, one of his closest friends, and
Meaty Petey.
Kanye didn't like it because at the time, Kim Kardashian was dating Pete Davidson. So Kid Cudi came back and said,
"My wife is out here sleeping with a white boy with a 10-inch penis, and you won't help me."
You want to explain?
Oh, no. I've told that story before. That's what Kanye said to me once.
Mm-hmm. Now, Kid Cudi says that Kanye called him and apologized.
People don't even know that Kanye paid for the first Day and Night video when I didn't have a deal. Just was like, he needs a video, so I'm gonna pay for it. Didn't know me, was sure just doing a favor. It's like I had this moment to kind of think about the past and the journey that I've had with this person. There is a good man there, because I've seen it. You don't give up on people, you know? We grow. I pray for him. The reason why we became cool again is because he apologized to me, and it was sincere. I was just like, wow, Kanye does not apologize to anybody. He doesn't say sorry to anyone. That's my brother, man. I know he loves me, and there's just nothing like Kanye and Cudi.
Well, I'm glad they were able to work it out.
Yeah, I mean, what Cudi said is true. Like, if I love you, I'm going to always love you, but I'm not going to let my love for you allow you to bring me down.
Correct.
And also, too, man, just because somebody does good things for you doesn't mean they are good for you. I don't like when people do that. Just because a person has done, some good things for you doesn't give them the right to constantly do you dirty.
That's right.
And talk to you any old kind of way.
That's facts.
And sometimes you have to put distance between you and a person until they get it together. And, I'm glad that, Kanye apologized to Cudi, but always remember, people, the best apology is always change behavior.
That's right.
Period.
And you always ask that question, is there an expiration date to when somebody does something for you? Because if somebody does something for you, a lot of times people will hold that over your head for long periods of time, and you can tell it wasn't from the heart.
Yeah, imagine you see that a lot of times in domestic violence situations, right? You see a woman getting beat on, but the person that they're with provides for them.
Right.
Right? Like provides for them, money, lavish lifestyle, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Just because they provide that lavish lifestyle for you don't mean that that's the right to put hands on you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
of course.
Like I always say, the best apology is change behavior. And we talked yesterday about Kanye West having a 40-minute apology supposedly coming out.
Allegedly.
Well, I hope that, he just doesn't apologize to the Jewish community. I hope he apologizes to the family of George Floyd. I hope he apologizes for trolling black people with the White Lives Matter T-shirts. I hope he apologizes for insulting our ancestors like Harriet Tubman. But what's going to be interesting to see about Kanye, if you apologize for all these things, will you be able to articulate what made you apologize? Like, what changed your mind? I don't know what he's going to be apologizing for yet, but whatever it is, if it is for some of the rhetoric he said, what made him change his mind? Because personally, I believe he's just doing this because he's got an album coming out and he's trying to sell those designer pantyhose and those designer stockings.
Correct.
But once again, the best apology is change behavior.
Now,
So we'll
you're right.
see.
Now, you're right, because you want to see why you changed. Like, if you feel differently or what you said, why do you feel differently?
Be able
What
to
changed
articulate
your
that.
mind? What conversations did you have? Or is it just because I want to sell those
Stockings.
Sexy man stockings?
Them stockings gonna look crazy in the summertime. If I see y'all dudes out here with jean shorts and them black Yeezy stockings, that's gonna be insane.
I'm getting you a pair for your birthday.
I promise you, I can see you guys out here right now with some jean shorts on and some black Yeezy stockings, and you're gonna be upset because men gonna be walking up behind you, pinching you on the butt.
Yeah, you know what's so stupid?
And you're gonna wonder why.
The bigger your feet, the stupid it's gonna look. Can you imagine you wear size 12
How high
or
do
size
they go
13?
up? What if they
your
come
thigh,
up right to your thigh?
Right.
Oh my God.
Size 13 that's gonna look crazy.
Y'all gonna look stank. Y'all gonna be out here looking stank in them Yeezy stockings. You hear me?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news.
And they're gonna smell when you take them off.
Yo, shut up, man. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.